to the farm. My name's Roz, also known as Passion Flower, and you'll find me here each week talking about my farming and creative life. This week we welcomed Oakley the foal to the farm. He's still very unsure on his feet and he sticks very close to his mum. It's quite funny. One minute he'll be out there running around and then the next he'll be flat out sleeping on the ground, and then he gets up and he does it all again. The cows have settled in and are grazing nicely, and Nassie has stopped barking when they come really close to his fence. Although there was a bit of a stare-off between Nass and one of the cows early on, I think they are all good now. We've opened up the gate between the current paddock and the paddock with the big dam. The aim is to get them to, by themselves, move from the original paddock through to the other paddock so that we can rest the grass. It kind of feels like there's two different herds. 10 of them have gone through and have stayed there by themselves, and 14 have stayed in the original paddock and haven't moved. I tried again this morning to get behind them and sort of push them through. Got them right up to the gate and then they turned them around the other way. So it's going to be more than a one-person job to get them out into that other paddock. We've also moved the goats from the backyard where they normally are to the yard where our clothesline is, because the grass in there got extremely long and it was too difficult to mow. They've been in there for a week now and they're making some pretty good progress on getting the grass down. I think they're enjoying it over there. There's a big tree to sit under and they are working their way through a lot of grass. The weather has been extremely spring-like this week. It's gone from cold and heavy rain, and then the next day is beautiful, warm and sunny. On one of those sunny days, I did manage to take a walk in the bush, and it's amazing how many of the flowers are out now. There's just little pops of colour everywhere, and it's really, really beautiful. Last week I launched my Christmas colours and they are all available to purchase in the shop now. If you haven't had a chance to check them out yet, go ahead and do that, and hopefully you'll be able to knit yourself a pair of Christmas socks or maybe a gift for someone special. A while ago now I talked to you about experimenting with knitting dishcloths to reduce waste. The one thing that I hadn't been able to master properly was a scrub type thing. So we have still been using sponges with like the abrasive side to clean pots and pans. I ordered some tulle, which took a long time to get here. It finally arrived and I knitted up a square of the tulle. It's very bright. On a very tight gauge. And then what I've done is attached and knit a piece of the cotton on the back. And we've been using this for a week. What I've done is put it just as a loop. So it dries out, you can hang it on your tap. And it also doesn't get food caught in the middle. And this tulle does actually seem to be working in terms of getting in and scrubbing, and then you can just use the soft cotton side to just wipe off any of the loose stuff. So I think it's going to work. We'll try it for a bit longer. The only downside of this was that it is extremely hard on the hands to knit. As I said, I knit it on a very tight gauge and it is scratchy, so it does hurt. But if the result's worth it in terms of actually being able to scrub off dirt and grime from pots and pans and things like that, then I will go through the pain of knitting them because I think it's much better to be able to have these, throw them in the washing machine and reuse them than to have a whole lot of sponges get thrown in the bin. And a blanket square count update. I'm up to 44 squares and I'm really still enjoying knitting them. They're a really good project for some of these warmer days. I've been sitting out on the deck and just being able to knit a small square and not have a big project sitting in my lap. So I think over the warmer months that I will make some significant progress on getting the blanket done. Well, that's it for another week. Thanks for spending some time with me. If you're enjoying these videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you next week on the farm. Bye.